think our first match is now available. We're going to get up first Big PP's own Bab Activated, someone I've seen play a lot in the Salt Mine. Very fun, creative Falcon to watch, taking on Iowa's own Slowking. I know, Jake, you're pretty familiar with them. You're going to Iowa next weekend, I believe, too, right?
Yep, yeah, I've been playing with Slowking for several years. I'm a big fan. He's my homie, so I'm excited to watch him strut his stuff on the big stage. Coming
Mhm.
from a lesser known region, it's really important to travel out, especially if you're trying to get top 100, and he's been trying to do that. This is online, so he's chilling at home. I know his windshield broke. He was supposed to be at a Minnesota monthly today. That's happening right now, but got a cracked windshield, so we do get to see some top Iowa talent. So I'm really glad that he could have another chance to play Melee despite having some fortunate stuff happen to him today or
Mhm.
this week.
Yeah, exactly. And they kind of like giving him something to do too. I know like a couple people considering there's big events coming up with Run Don't Walk in Iowa next week. And also on the East Coast we have Shine next week. A couple people I've noticed are kind of opting to kind of stay at home this weekend and play in some big brackets. I know notably B-Bats was supposed to be in this tournament, but he opted to DQ out. But he's also staying home this weekend to get ready for Shine because I remember he doesn't want to miss it, so understandable too. But also it's also kind of just bad luck on Slowking's part, so it should be interesting too. But yeah, Bab activated somebody who I know has done a couple combo videos before in the past. Like I said, usually a frequent enter at Salt Mine, repping around the tri-state area too. I'm not sure if he's coming to Shine, but I think we're just about ready to go. Sorry for the wait there, chat. But bringing into it right now, game one between Bab Activated and Slowking. I haven't really seen Slowking play too much against the Falcon. I'm more so familiar with Slowking's matchups against, say, Foxes, Sheiks, notably beating Shrimp to Genesis 8 earlier this year. I'm curious to see how he does against a Falcon.
Traditionally, despite not having a whole lot of Falcon practice, he's done pretty well. Always coming up on top against the Midwest Falcons, but you could argue that could be because of the matchup, or also Dave just being better than those players. But definitely has had like Reach's number and O'Reilly's number for as long as I can remember, honestly. Right now, I'm kind of getting a lucky bounce there if you're a Slowking fan, but if you're a Bab Activated fan, I think you're used to seeing some early SDs and then some crazy plays coming out as we get a stop here.
Yeah, Bab kind of like this thing where they kind of shoot it for a little bit, kind of be a little bit creative, but once they kind of get a feel on how like the player kind of plays, then they kind of call the habits, get more like a lot of creating through all the sick combos you're alluding to right there.
Yeah,
and now, look at this. You have Slowking in a bit of a corner, and that's a quick stock exchange. And Bab has taken no percent so far, and I know it's a bit of an uphill battle, but we know something that Falcon can do. It's take change it to delete stock on something like a space animal such as Falco.
Yeah, these are two very good players, but I do think this matchup comes out even at the lower level is for the Falcon to hit the tech chase, to get Falco in a situation to where you can actually hit them, because right now, or just in general, the neutral is very tough for Falcon to navigate the lasers and the combos that Falco has, excuse me. But we do have a last stock situation.
Yeah, Slowking getting that shine opening on the dash right there, and keeping Bab a little bit cornered in right here. Sorry for the hiccup there, but that stock back here should wrap it up and game one. Despite what was looking like a comeback from Bab Activated, Slowking able to turn it around and get that quick ledge guard after the dash forward. So good start. Curious to see what Bab's thinking for game two, but there it's kind of like you don't want to have that SD. It's kind of like who you hear most commentators say you kind of hate to see that. But kind of piece it together and think about what you want to do for the next one. I just want to see what happens if Bab doesn't have that SD, and he'll just kind of feel more confident and kind of get those grabs more consistently and just kind of get those player reads that they're used to.
Yeah, another important thing to message is the SD happened at 0, so not one of those SDs that you complain about at 120 for missing a ledge dash. Definitely just tried to edge guard to even the game up and just fell off the side of the stage. Something else, guys, if you haven't noticed it yet, there's a really cool combo counter at the bottom. It's new to me. I'm not sure if it's new to you, Stel, but it is so sick. I'm gonna have to go if it's. I think you can buy it. I'm getting it like the second I'm off commentary. Like you see the left and the right. Exclamation point! What is it?
Combo.
Exclamation point combo. If you guys are trying to get it, I'm definitely gonna hop on that afterwards. It's so cool. I love seeing different ways to add to the game for viewership and for the players as well.
Yeah, like the whole with Anime Melee, they've added like a lot of new stuff in. You see this really nice stage skip, but like this little combo thing. It reminds me a little bit of like a Melee training mode. It tells you how many hits you get between a combo, and especially coming off something like the combo contest at SmashCon last week, kind of cool thing, kind of cool like what they can kind of create for combos and this sort of thing. It can help people out for like just training and like anything else with it. But ooh, second I say that, beautiful tech chase D right there for Bab Activate to kind of get back into this.
You know, that tends to be the least favorable tech option when you do get down throw by Captain Falcon. You know, when the spacey tech rolls in, it seems like the world's your oyster for Falcon. But he wasn't tech trap situation being in the corner there, so I do not blame Slowking for picking that option. Okay.
Oh, I think, yeah, held the ledge in the shine. You saw that Bab got the tech, but like just under the stage. Kind of got battlefielded basically there too. And Slowking, you know, pretty much at a much more even game. So see that there's no SD here, so keeping it a lot more closer for both players. But Slowking kind of opened up these shines right now, keeping Bab kind of on plats or in the corner. And now we see Bab get actually control of stage. Gets back to stage right there.
That was a great air dodge by Slowking to stay alive. I'm interested that we went to, or I'm intrigued that we went to Battlefield because I think the edge guarding gets pretty easy for Falco on this stage. I guess, you know, it's just a comfort pick. Bab, being a high-octane player, probably wants to go to a smaller stage and somewhere he feels comfortable with where he can hit a lot of buttons. Oh. Let's chop back here. Not the option you want. Took a laser to the face and now is getting edge guarded himself. Okay, last stock situation, just like last game.
Very similar situation, but no SD again shown off from Bab. And oh, the stall on the stomp. Good awareness there from Slowking to avoid that. But here's the pressure right now from Bab. Gets the there's the read. There's the read.
Oh.
That's dead. Yeah, beautiful read there from Bab. Gets the call out and then eventually wraps up that stock. And Bab getting on the board. So looking a lot more confident. You don't really see a lot of like these drop tech chases or like drop opportunities when they get that read. And able to just carry off Slowking there and get that quick ledge guard to set up a 1-1 scenario.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure if Dave did or Slowking did tech in there. But if he did, there's way too many tech ins that cost in the match, pretty much. It was pretty close, but you gotta mix up those tech patterns. It is the top 32 bracket, so nerves coming into play, thinking about other stuff, but we're gonna start out the bat on FD. This is a tough stage, pretty obvious counter pick. We'll see what happens.
Oh, and yeah, you saw Bab go for the side B read, and that was still like a bad read option for a lot of Falcon players, but Slowking just spaced that perfectly where they just get the up tilt and it led to a ledge guard. And if you're Bab here, you know, you don't have plats anymore. You kind of have to think about, okay, I want to rely on these tech hits, which Bab has been really good about so far. And it's really like kind of the test right here. You got to find that grab and be able to continue to get those reads on Slowking. Weak D. There's the hook. Oh, he still gets back to stage though. The idea was there, but unfortunately, Slowking just made it back to stage.
I'll always respect a Falcon kick or a Raptor boost out of the corner. I've been watching S2J for too long.
Yeah, I know Mech likes to do that too. When I see Mech play, he'll show the Falcon kick, kind of mess with people sometimes. Beautiful Omstick from Bab, but unfortunately, there's the missed ledge dash. So gonna lose that stock anyway.
Yeah, SD is not nearly as bad as the other ones since they were at 130. Oh, okay. Just a couple two-hit combos are all Babs needed as we get our first true halftime. Shoutouts to Zen.
Zen couldn't be on the cast today, but unfortunately, but hey, shout out to Zen wherever he is. Hope he's doing well. He actually messaged me yesterday about this. He was asking about it, so hey, shout out to Zen. I hope he's doing good.
Yeah, I'm sure he's commentating something out there, Minnesota. As Slowking gets like a 0 to death pretty much there. The weakest F smash of his life. Still kills though off the side of it, or FD, excuse me. Kind of has a lead right now. Gonna play it nice and slow. Typically what he does is just play it slow, and then his punish game is just so strong. He could have just held the ledge there.
Doesn't even matter. I think he's put the exclamation point on it, and yeah, very convincing game. Just, you know, as I was kind of mentioning it being a test for Bab to kind of get the grab and kind of capitalize on it, not really being able to find that towards the second half of the game. And yes, looking from that 0 to death onwards, just really controlled the flow, and that didn't really offer much for Bab. And that's kind of like the punishment of this match, especially when you're on FD, is that you don't have anywhere to go to, as I was saying at the start of the game. And so you just kind of dropping the hammer that is the laser and just like controlling the vertical space does not really give Bab much breathing room.
For sure. Contrary to what I thought the counter pick would be, we are going to Dreamland. We'll see if Bab can utilize that space to get some openings utilizing Falcon's long dash dance. And just pretty much effective range in general, utilizing the fact that Falcon could be across the stage at any given time. You know, the counterplay to that is obviously Falco has a gut. So we'll see what happens.
If you just press the B button or that red button, it can make Falcon's mobility a really hard time. That's just like That's this stage for dummies, or just Falco for dummies, basically. But yeah, also for Falcon, it's kind of like his play is like he's also the fastest character in the game on the ground, so it can be like he can kind of give him one stage, that kind of dart around. But Falcon can also do that by the ledge. You're too far away.
This reminds me of the old like thing Scar talked about. His wife was like watching Melee, and she's like, "Man, those lasers seem really hard to deal with."
just
yes,
that
Scar's
Melee
wife. Yes.
He's probably like seeing Scar play so much Melee, or hear Kyle talk about a lot of Melee too. You feel like she would just kind of get the point of that too. But I don't want to assume things. What goes on there?
You're just going to bed at night, and he's like, "And this guy, this Falco master, had the audacity." And she's like, "Dude, just go to bed."
That's it.
Okay.
Think about the kids, Scar. Not because I'm about to be parents.
Shout out to Scar.
Mega shout out to Scar. Busy man these days. Busy man.
For sure. Got the gentleman though. Bab, as we're talking about random stuff, Bab was kind of finding himself down one stock, despite the counter pick. I think Slowking really just kind of knows the matchup well enough to deal with the mix-up here. You need to see some more grabs. Here we go.
Ooh. Reads second place, but just shy of the grabs. Not able to kind of find that one. But okay, the shine call out from the ledge. That could be a conversion for Slowking. Does get the down smash this time though, but just keeps the pressure on. Yeah, that's like the nature of like where we are at this stage. And MLP was ready for that omp stick. Is gonna cover it so easily, like we saw there.
Yeah. No tech, so we do get a down tilt combo.
Yeah, Bab. Okay, finally rolls away. I was gonna say Bab's always been checking in place for missing techs in like the last two stocks, but finally getting away in that roll away there. But gonna lead to much of a punish. There it is again. Oh, the momentum. Yeah, that's just be a conversion for Slowking. And I think is that a 3-1?
Yeah, that'll be 3-1.
Yeah, 3-1. So Slowking gonna move on, going to play. Looks like no fluxes in winners quarters. Okay. The winner of that will play qualifier for top 4. H box currently.